Have you ever pondered over what Sarms are and how they function? Well, today we're diving into the science behind these intriguing substances. Selective androgen receptor modulators, or Sarms as they're more commonly known, are research chemicals. They're not yet approved drugs, but they hold great potential in enhancing strength and muscle-building capacities. So, how do they work? Well, Sarms, like anabolic steroids, bind with androgen receptors, but here's the twist. They're more selective. This means they primarily bind with androgen receptors in muscles and bones, and less so in the scalp, prostate, and other areas. These other areas are typically associated with the androgenic side effects of anabolic steroids. The appeal of Sarms over steroids is multifaceted. For one, the legality of these substances, albeit in a dubious grey market area, adds to their allure. The potential for fewer androgenic and estrogenic side effects, such as baldness and gynecomastia, compared to steroids, is another major draw. Plus, small-scale clinical trials have demonstrated the muscle-building potential of these substances in humans at incredibly low doses compared to typical anabolics. However, it's worth noting that the dose-response curve for these drugs is not yet known. But as with any substance, Sarms come with their own set of risks. They indicate the potential for significant muscle growth, but also potential side effects. The most notable ones being testosterone suppression and liver damage. Whether these effects are due to the Sarms themselves or the presence of toxic adulterants is unclear. Research has shown that nearly half of the products labelled as Sarms sold online are faked or contaminated with other substances. What's more, because clinical trials into Sarms are lacking, many unknowns remain. We don't yet know the optimal dosage regimens, the full spectrum of side effects, or the true anabolic capacity of these drugs. In summary, Sarms are research chemicals that show promise for muscle growth and strength enhancement. They bind selectively to androgen receptors, potentially minimizing some of the side effects associated with anabolic steroids. However, they also come with their own set of risks, including testosterone suppression and liver damage. The current status of Sarms falls into a legal grey area, and much more research is needed to fully understand their effects and potential. So, while the science behind Sarms is fascinating, it's important to approach them with a healthy dose of caution. After all, understanding is the first step to making informed decisions, especially when it comes to something as critical as our health.